Hi friends, welcome to Art Centric Studio's Mother's Day Paint Along. I'm so proud of you for tackling this during this crazy time of life. We have included in your kit a canvas. There is some gold confetti, a white sticker things, and a heart, okay? Then you have selected warm or cool colors for your project, okay? I will be painting the example in the cool colors, but I tell you how to do the warm colors at the same time. So you're good to go with whichever way you picked, and when they're finished, you can hang them with a quick thumbtack on the wall, and Mom's gonna walk out on Sunday morning and be so impressed with everyone's skills. So come on, let's paint along on your Mother's Day art kit. First thing is that the paint is permanent paint. So make sure you have an apron or something on. Grab some extra paper towels if you need it. And really, you can grab a water jar for your kiddos, but you may not need it. We're going to start today by going over your kit, and then we'll get to the painting part. So the first thing that you've got is your heart stencil and canvas. There's some confetti, and then there's some white dots. Okay, the white dots you want to keep in that little bag and keep out of the way, along with the confetti. Wait for the very end for those, and that's really something that you parents can control with the small children. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put our background on this guy here. So you want to take your heart and put it in a safe area, but keep it handy because we're going to come back to it in a second. You may need a paper towel or two to put underneath it because we're going to paint it second, but at the same time that this is going on. Okay, so heart and background are going to get painted with acrylic paint. We have a cool color that I'm doing today with cool colors, and then warm color options too. If you do warm colors, the first color you want to let your kiddos paint with is yellow. If you're doing cool colors, the first color you want to let your kiddos paint with is turquoise. If they go in a different route or a different pattern, that's okay. Leave the white. Don't let them use the white until they paint the heart. The white is for the heart. Okay? If something happens, it's still okay. All right, you can use the brush we provided to get them to paint. If you have a bigger or flatter brush, you can use that. I'll use a bigger brush here so that my tutorial is just not as long, and you can decide what works best for you. So if we follow our colors a little bit here, then you don't have to be rinsing colors in between. That's why we did all cool colors or all warm colors, because if they all mix together, they still make cool colors, okay? Or they still make warm colors. So I'm going to paint on my canvas. You can grab your kiddos and get them to paint with you. They can paint their background however they want, but it is a background, which means that they don't paint an object or a thing. They're not painting an animal or a toy or writing letters or anything, though I guess a few letters would be cute too. It's totally up to you. I like to have them going the same direction with their brush strokes. If they go everywhere on it, it's okay. Don't stress over it, but give them one color at a time. So I would have them have turquoise right now. Okay, so or yellow if you're doing the warm color one. All right, paint it in some areas. If they paint one area and stop, encourage them to paint 4 times. Paint 4 times on your canvas, and then that'll start helping fill it all in. Okay, now without rinsing my brush, I'm going to go to the blue next. I'm dipping my brush in the blue, even though it has turquoise on it still. And then I'm painting the same direction, but I'm going next to my turquoise. I'm not going on top of my turquoise, I'm going next to it. And you'll find it gets much lighter once it starts mixing in with that turquoise. Okay, so we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna put it here, kind of wherever they want it to go. Again, if they wanna get crisscross patterns or stamping or blotching or using their fingers even, that's fine. Just remember, again, we've said that the paint we're using today is acrylic. Acrylic, we gave you acrylic that's not washable because when it dries, it's permanent and there's a seal to it. Your heart, when you attach it, if we had used the washable paint, it would not attach. Okay. Okay, so I've got my blue in there, right there. I like that, that's good. Okay, so now I'm going over to my purple. Okay, I have not mixed the white in, so again, I would give them just one color at a time, and then when they finish with a color, take it away so it's not a playful option for them to continue adding things, because you know how that'll go. Okay, so not using white. I'm on my third cool color. So I have turquoise, we've done the blue, and now I'm adding the purple. It doesn't take much purple to cover this canvas. You can even go over and smooth everything out like this once they've got enough paint on there. You need to just make sure that the paint is still wet when you go to smooth everything out, if you want to do that. Okay. All right, so I've got a little purple in here. I'm gonna put a little bit more down here. Okay, and then I'm going to switch over to my green. Okay, green is my last color, so when you get to that fourth color, you want to be sure to tell your kids that they need to color everything that's white with the last color. Color everything that's white with the last color, because you don't want them having to go back and forth between colors and rinsing the brush and things. It will take too long, and for your younger students, their attention span may not last that long. Okay, so if you can get them through this part of painting their backgrounds, one, props to you dads, if you're the one doing this for Mother's Day, good job. The second thing is that we're going to let them mix colors next. So they're probably itching to use the different colors and things. And so right now they can blend and have the colors all blend together pretty, okay? If it's still wet, you can then, dads, you can go on top of these, all right, which means blend them out, okay? So you can go back and forth like this if it's still wet. If it's dry already, just leave it be. Moms are gonna love it no matter what. So don't worry about it, and grandmas, whoever you end up passing this to, okay? So there's our background. When your background's done, the fastest thing to do for it is to blow dry it to get it to dry. When it's not shiny anymore, it's dry, okay? If you don't want to use it, then that's totally fine. You can leave it alone, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, friends, I have moved the canvas off to the side to dry, but while you're still painting, don't let the kids run away too fast yet. Grab the canvas heart, lay down some paper towels so they don't get it on whatever surface you're painting on. They can use their fingers if they want. They can use the paintbrush again. And we're multitasking today, so you want to take the brush, rinse it off, and if you have one of the ones we gave you, that works fine too. You want to take your brush. You can use the back of the brush if you want, however you want to do. You're going to pull white, use the back of your brush, and you can mix it in with the color to lighten it. So I'm going to make a light blue, light green. You can mix it in the cups that you already have. It works great. Turquoise, some purple. Okay. When you are finished, then you can do the same pattern if you want to. I'm going to start with purple this time and let them paint. So let them mix and let them paint. They can go however they want, and they can put it on however they want. If they just want to paint it one color, that's fine. You're going to be attaching this to the background you've already painted. I'm going to go around the color wheel, which means I'm doing blue next. I'm going to just paint blue at the bottom because it's pretty. And then I'm going to paint green at the top. The idea of lightening the colors is, one, because the kids have so much fun mixing the paint and seeing what the colors come out as, but two, because if you lighten all the colors, then it's going to really stand out pretty on your background you've already painted. Okay, so you can smooth it out with the brush however you want to do it. This is a really fancy acrylic paper that's made for painting. So it's not gonna like wrinkle and warp on you like regular paper would, which is nice. And then if you have some lighter paint left, white or something, go around the edge. They can do their finger, however works for them. They can paint it, but that's like the last step. So let them paint with the colors that they've mixed. You can even put an extra little shine in there. Okay, then blow dry it until it's completely dry. You don't want any shine left on your project. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'll come back when both of them are dry. Once your background is dry and your heart is dry, mine is still a little wet, so I'm gonna show you the steps. But I would recommend that you blow dry it so it's good and dry. But look how pretty these are. Okay. If your kids are doing one in one color, one in the other color, it would be really pretty to have them hung up next to each other on your wall somewhere. But I'm going to show you now the white dots. Okay, so you've got white dots and you have gold circle confetti still in your kit. The gold confetti is for you. You can use a glue stick and you can just glue them onto the project. Okay, let the kids do it. It can go whatever way they want. There's 2 different colors of gold, so don't be alarmed if one looks different than the other. And now encourage them to put it wherever, but remind them that the heart is going to go right on top, so they don't need to put too much in the middle here. It won't show up. Okay, then your white dots are sticky. Okay, they both have a sticker on both sides. So what you want to do first is take your heart and flip it over and put the stickers on your heart. Okay, just take the sticky off one side, not both sides. Okay, and then once you have them stuck on here, press them down really good. Give them a second to bond before you then try to stick it to the canvas. Okay, that's just a common mistake with any adhesive, is not giving it a moment to work. Okay, so make sure that those get nice and sticky and stuck down. You can have the kids help you if you want. Then take the sticker off of the other side and attach it to your project. Okay, I am very gently using these because I want to make sure I have enough for everybody that wanted a kit. So let's pretend I took all the sticky things off. And then you can press it on right here. Okay, once everything is pressed on, you can even take your canvas. Okay, take your canvas, flip it over this way, and push down really good so that the white things stick really well to your project. Okay, and that is going to be it. You can use a handprint if you want to get brave, or a footprint if you want to. Then you have a wonderful finished piece for Mother's Day, and I hope they come out great. Y'all tag us so we can see. They're gonna be so excited to give these to their grandma or their aunt or their mom. Can't wait to see. You guys have fun. Good luck.